Hello, mic test. Mic test 1, 2, 3. Hello, mic check.
I'm ready, sir. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಲೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನೀವೆಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತ ಎರಡನೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಒಂದನೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನೇ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡೋದು. ನೀವು ಬಚಾಯಿಸ್ತೀವಿ.
ಕಾಮಿಡಿ ಸರ್, ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
ಇದೇ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮುದ್ಗಲು ಆಯ್ತು. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಎಕ್ಸಲೆಂಟ್. Office bearers, but the governing council members, stand by secretary treasurer. ಅವರು ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಬರೀ ಸಂತೆ ಜಗ್ಗಿ ಕಮ್ ಜಗ್ಗಿ ಆತ್ಮ
Good afternoon, everyone. This is for your kind attention. Kindly switch off your mobile phones or to keep them in silent mode. Thank you for the cooperation.
ನಮ್ಮದೇ ಹಳೆ ಪ್ಯಾಚ್ ವರ್ಕ್ 6 ವರ್ಷ ಆಯಿತು.
I seek your Lordship's kind permission for commencement of the proceedings.
Yes, please.
I request the Chairman, Karnataka State Bar Council, to deliver the farewell address.
Honorable Justice Vibhu Bakru, Chief Justice of High Court of Karnataka, Companion Judges Bengaluru, Dharwad, Sri Shashikant S. Shetty, Learned Advocate General, Sri K. Arvind Kamath, Additional Solicitor General of India, Sri Shanti Bhushan, and Sri Sudhir Singh, Assistant Solicitor Generals of India, Learned Additional Advocate Generals, Sri Vinay Manglekar, Vice Chairman Karnataka, Sri Y.R. Sadashiva Reddy, Co-Chairman Bar Council of India, colleague members of the Karnataka State Bar Council, Srimati Law Secretary, Government of Karnataka, Bengaluru, Sri B.A. Belliyappa and Sri Vijay Kumar Majiki, State Public Prosecutors, Srimati Asham Kausar, Prosecutor, Sri B.N. Jagadish, Additional State Public Prosecutor, Sri Vivek Subbareddy, President, Sri Girish Kumar, CS Vice President, General Secretary, and Srimati Sweta Ravishankar, Treasurer of Advocates Association of Bengaluru. Councils, learned registrars and judicial officers, family members of Honorable Justice Umesh M. Adiga, learned members of legal fraternity, gentlemen. First and foremost, I wish all the Honorable Chief Justice, judges and everyone present a very happy New Year. New Year bring you all prosperity, good health and wealth. We are present here this afternoon to wish Honorable Justice Umesh M. Adiga farewell on the view of his laying down the high office as a judge of this court after a brilliant tenure in the High Court of Karnataka. S. M. Adiga, you were born on 9th January 1964 at Gadag to late Srimati Girijamma Adiga and late H. Manju. You had your education in Gadag. You enrolled as an advocate on 27 June 1989. After enrollment, you joined this chamber of Sri D.B. Godkindi, Senior Advocate Gadag. You joined the judicial services as an assistant public prosecutor in the year 1990. You were appointed as a municip on 8/2/1995. You served district judge on 6/7/2009. You served as a registrar in Karnataka. You served as a principal district and session judge Chikmagaluru, Dharwad. You served as a presiding officer, Industrial Tribunal, Bengaluru, as an additional judge of this Honorable High Court on 16/8/2022 and become a permanent judge on 16/4/2024. Various cadres in many places, you have always been open-hearted and open-minded and treated all the members of the bar equally. Open-heartedness, open-mindedness, and straightforwardness are the attributes which you have made an indelible mark in the minds of advocates. You never shrink to the responsibility and ever not deterred by the fact that nature of the case, whether they are sensitive or importance. We, the members of the legal fraternity and the people of Karnataka, are really fortunate enough to have as you judge of this Honorable High Court. You are a social, well-organized family. You are married to Srimati Suprabha, who is a microbiologist and serving in MNC with a daughter, Kumari Nidhi. May Almighty shower His choice, beautiful blessings and good health on you and many your services become available to the society. You have never bothered for publicity and power and conducted the court, took up the cases in all jurisdiction and gave meticulous attention in detail. You are always involved yourself with your heart and soul and while discharging your duties. We wish health, wealth and prosperity you and your family. I once again offer on behalf of the Karnataka State Bar Council and the entire legal fraternity in the state a heartfelt and affectionate farewell to you. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka.
I request Honorable Chief Justice to deliver the farewell address.
Brother Justice Umesh Adiga, family members of Justice Adiga, Mr. Arvind Kamath, the Additional Solicitor General of India, the Additional Advocate General, State Public Prosecutors and other government advocates, the Solicitor General of India and other central government advocates, Mr. Kamar Reddy, Chairman, Mr. Sadashiv Reddy, Co-Chairman, and Mr. Vinay of the Karnataka State Bar Council and other members of the State Bar Council, Mr. Vivek Subbareddy, President, Mr. Praveen Gaur, Mr. Girish Kumar, Vice President, Srimati Shweta Ravi Shankar, Treasurer, and other office bearers of the Advocates Association, Bengaluru, Secretary, Treasurer, and other office bearers of the Advocates Association, Dharwad and Kalburgi benches, Srimati Prabha Murthy, President, Women's Lawyers and other office bearers, President, Karnataka Federation of Women's Lawyers and other office bearers, and other officers of the High Court, senior advocates and learned members of the bar, judicial officers, ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon. With a sense of both appreciation and solemnity to mark the superannuation of Justice Umesh Manjunath Bhatt Adiga. While this occasion signifies formal association with the court, it also affords us an opportunity to reflect upon a judicial career distinguished by discipline, integrity, and administration of justice. Justice Adiga's journey in law is representative of the finest traditions of the district judiciary. Born on 9th January 1964 at Gadag, he was nurtured in an environment that valued simplicity, hard work, and moral rectitude. His formative education at Gadag laid a strong foundation, both academic and ethical, which guided him throughout his professional life. After enrolling as an advocate on 27 June 1989, Justice Adiga commenced his practice at Gadag under the guidance of late Shri D.B. Godakindi, senior advocate, a respected member of the bar, whose mentorship left a lasting imprint on his approach to the law. His early years at the bar instilled in him a disciplined understanding of the legal practice and professional responsibility. In 1994, Justice Adiga entered public service as an assistant public prosecutor, marking the beginning of a long and a distinguished association with the justice delivery system. Following his appointment to the judicial service, he served in various capacities as civil judge, senior civil judge, district judge, and principal across the state. Each assignment was discharged with diligence, balance, and a keen awareness of the realities faced by litigants at the grassroots level. In addition to his adjudicatory roles, Justice Adiga rendered valuable service in administrative capacities, including as Registrar Vigilance of this court and also as the Undersecretary of the Karnataka Bhavan, New Delhi. These assignments required not only legal acumen, but also administrative sensitivity and institutional responsibility, all of which he brought to bear with quite efficiency. Upon his elevation as additional judge of the High Court of Karnataka on 16th August 2022, and judge on 16th April 2024, Justice Adiga consistently upheld the very values that had defined his service in district judiciary. His tenure on meticulous preparation, clarity in reasoning, and faithful adherence to the settled legal principles, reflecting a judicious balance between procedural discipline and substantive justice. Justice Adiga has often drawn inspiration from the timeless learnings of the Bhagavad Gita, that one must perform one's duty with sincerity without attachment to the outcomes. This philosophy finds reflection in his judicial conduct, where duty was performed with humility, restraint, and a deep sense of responsibility to the institution. Behind this public career stands a family that has been a constant source of personal sacrifices to support his judicial journey. Their daughter, Ms. Nidhi, pursuing her academic path, has been a source of the role of the family in sustaining a judicial officer through the demands of public service deserves acknowledgement and gratitude. As Justice Adiga demits office, the institution bids farewell to a judge whose deep-rooted experience in district judiciary significantly enriched the deliberative process of this court. His career stands as a testament to the independent judges who rise through the judicial hierarchy, bringing with them nuanced understandings of the trial court and the lived realities of the litigants. On behalf of the High Judiciary, the Bar, and the Registry, I place on record our sincere appreciation for the valuable services rendered by Justice Umesh M. Adiga to this court and to the justice delivery system of the state. We wish him good health, peace, and fulfillment in the years ahead, and trust his experience and inspire even beyond the bench. Thank you. Jai Hind.
I request Chief Justice Umesh M. Adiga to give reply to the farewell address.
Sri Justice Vibhu Bhakru, the Chief Justice of High Court of Karnataka, Honorable sister and brother judges of this court, sitting at Bengaluru, Dharwad and Kalburgi benches, Kiran Shetty, Learned Advocate General of Karnataka, K. Arvind Kamath, Learned Additional Solicitor General of India, Sri Solicitor General of India, Learned Additional Advocate General, Government Advocate and High Court Government Pleaders attached to the Office of Advocate General, Sri Vijay Kumar Majige, Learned State Public Prosecutors, Additional State Public Prosecutors and other law officers attached to the Office of State Public Prosecutors, officers of government, Sri V.D. Kamreddy, the Chairman, Sri Vinay Manglekar, Sri Vice Chairman and Karnataka State Bar Council, Sri Y.R. Sadasiva Reddy, Co-Chairman, Bar Council of India, Sri Vivek Subba Reddy, the President, the Vice President, Sri Praveen Gowda, the General Secretary, Srimati Sweta Ravi Shankar, the Treasurer, and the Advocates Association, Bengaluru, the President, Vice President, General Secretary, Treasurer, and other office bearers of the Advocate Association of Dharwad and Srimati Prabha Murthy, President, Indian Federation of Women Lawyers and other office bearers, Srimati Sheila Anis, Founder, President, Women Lawyers, Bengaluru, distinguished senior advocates and other learned members of the bar, the Registrar General, Registrar and other of High Court, Srimati S. Nagasri, President and Office Bearers of the Karnataka State Judicial Officers Association, the President and Office Bearers of the High Court, print and electronic media persons, and my family members and relatives, my friends and relatives who are watching this proceeding through video, judicial officers, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon to everyone. Today is a moment of profound emotion for me. As I do so with a deep sense of humility, gratitude and quite fulfillment. After more than 30 years of continuous service in the judiciary, the courts, I demit office today and step into a new chapter of life, retirement. I express my sincere thanks to the Honorable Bhakru and Sri Kamreddy, the Chairman of the Karnataka State. Generous and kind words spoken about me. I am truly humbled by their appreciation. If over the years I have been duty to the best of my ability, the credit belongs as much to the institution and people I worked with as to my own effort. Journey from the bar to the bench, culminating as a judge of the High Court of Karnataka, would be incomplete without acknowledging those who shaped it. Today is to remember my parents, my father, late Sri H. Munjanath Adiga, and my mother, Adiga, who are the reasons I stand here today. It was my father's cherished wish that I should become an advocate. At his I pursued the study of law, a decision that ultimately defined the course of my life. He was a philosopher in man of principles, honesty and virtue. Together my parents instilled in me the values of the integrity, compassion and discipline. If I have been able to serve the judiciary with honesty and sincerity, it is because of values were embedded in me judicial robe. Whatever merit is attributed to me today belongs to first and foremost to them, though they are no longer. Take this solemn moment to offer my pranams and place on record my eternal gratitude. I express my heartfelt gratitude to all those who guided me in the schools and lecturers who shaped my thinking during my graduation and law college days. Laid a foundation upon which my professional life has been built. I am equally indebted to members of the Gadag Bar Association where I commend. The unconditional support and encouragement I received there shaped my formative years in the profession. Gratitude is due to my revered senior Sri D.B. Godkindi, who generously invested his time and effort in guiding me. From him I learned the art of advocacy and above all, the importance of ethics, lessons that have stood As an assistant public prosecutor, I think my colleagues in the prosecution department for their guidance and support during that period. At the lowest rung of the judicial ladder, is closest to the lives of the ordinary citizens, I joined the district judiciary as a civil judge on 8th February 1995. The trial courts of the first instance, they are courts of faith. During my years in the district judiciary, I learned that a file is never merely a bundle of life story. As I progressed through the judicial system, each promotion brought greater responsibility and equality introspection. The higher one rises, the more one must discipline oneself against the comfort and certainty. At every process oriented. Our duty is not to achieve desired outcomes, but to ensure that the journey is just, transparent, and lawful. Law must be human before it is technical. Public confidence is earned but by fairness, patience, and moral clarity. Confidence is destroyed when a right-minded people leave the judge was biased. Therefore, impartiality and transparency are indispensable. I have served as a judge of more than 30 years, of which and 23 days were spent in this Honorable High Court. Serving as a judge of this Honorable High Court has been the highest of my professional life. This court is not merely a court of correction, it is court of conscience. Restrain excess of power and protect fundamental freedoms. Every judgment delivered carries implications far beyond the parties before us. I express my deepest gratitude to my colleagues with whom I worked in the district judiciary. Discussions and debates sharpened my understanding of the law. In those days, there were no artificial intelligence generated tools. It was I place on record my sincere gratitude to the honorable members of the Supreme Court Collegium for approving my elevation of this court for the confidence reposed in me. I deeply honorable Chief Justice and my esteemed sister and brother judges of this court for their warmth, guidance, and unwavering support. With the senior judges and division benches greatly enriched my judicial understanding. I express my deepest gratitude to Sri Justice M. N. Venkatachalaya Patil, Sri Justice P. V. Reddy, Sri Justice R. V. Ravindran, Sri Justice V. Gopalagowda, and Sri Justice E. S. Bopanna, and Sri Justice Abhay former judges of the Honorable Supreme Court of India for their invaluable guidance and support. I am also highly indebted to Srimati Justice Sri Justice Arvind Kumar, Sri Justice Satish Chandra Sharma, Sri Justice Prasanna B. Varale, Sri Justice N. V. Anjari, and Sri Judges of the Honorable Supreme Court of India for their guidance and constant encouragement. I owe special gratitude to Sri Justice K. Sridhar Rao, Sri Justice P. S. Dinesh Kumar, Sri Justice K. Somsekhar, and Sri Justice Srinivas Harish Kumar for their continued guidance. I am also grateful to the administrative judges of the district wherever I served as a judicial officer. I fondly remember all the former judges of this court who guidance in the discharge of my judicial duties. I place on record my sincere gratitude to all of them. As it is rightly said, isolation. I have had a privilege of receiving assistance from advocates who argued with the passion, learning, and courage. Some clarity of the bar that prevented judicial error. I thank all the learned members of the bar who appeared before this court and before the courts were judicial officer for their unwavering cooperation. I deeply appreciate the services rendered by the Registrar General and Registrars and all other officers Bengaluru and benches at Dharwad and Kalaburgi for extending full cooperation and assistance throughout my tenure. I also acknowledge judicial officers in various parts of the Karnataka for their cooperation and committed in the performance of my duties. I extend my thanks to the officers of the Karnataka New Delhi, where I had an opportunity to work as an undersecretary in the legal cell. I convey my special thanks to Mr. P. N. Ramanathan, Legal Cell. Behind every judicial order is a silent workforce that ensures the wheels of the justice keep turning. I place on record my sincere thanks to my personal staff, Srimati Bharati Kolahalli, Personal Secretary, Srimati D. Secretary, Srimati Annapurna, Additional Personal Secretary, Srimati Revati, Court Officer, Ms. Akshata, Assistant Court Secretary, Typist, Sri Marulappa, Jamedar, Mr. Nagarajappa, Farmer Jamedar, Mr. Basuraj, Driver, and Ms. Susmita Rosni, Research Assistant. I also thank Mr. Nandini, served as at my home office, Mr. Anand, earlier driver, and Srimati Rajeshwari, who is presently serving at my home office. I extend my gratitude to Mr. Ishwarachar and to the security personnel at my home office, Sri Varamnath Mali, Sri Kiran, and Sri for their sincere and dedicated service. I also thank the staff members who assisted me both at office and home office while I was sitting at benches. I express my gratitude to Sri K.T. Manjunath, Deputy Registrar, Sri Hanumantappa, Registrar Judicial, Sri Mohana, Section Officers, Sri Ram and Sri Naveen, Sri Sumant, and other protocol officers at Principal Bench and benches at Dharwad and Kalaburgi who served me with a dedication. I place on record my appreciation for medical team, that is Dr. Wahid Khan, earlier medical officer, Dr. Safia Sultana, Dr. Ramesh Babu at Bengaluru, and Dr. Praveen at Kalaburgi bench, and Dr. appropriate care. I also thank Mr. Dinesh and Mr. Srinidhi and other officials of the medical prompt and efficient support. I also place on record my appreciation for the staff members of the district judiciary wherever I have worked and court staff members. Lastly, but most importantly, I express my heartfelt gratitude to my family, brothers, mother-in-law, brother-in-law, sister-in-law, children of my brothers and sisters who have been a constant source of encouragement. My life partner, Srimati Suprabha, a microbiologist, consciously chose to place her own career on the back of burner, responsibility of the home and family. Her selfless dedication, efficient management, and quiet strength ensured stability at home. Entirely on my professional responsibility, I acknowledge her sacrifice with a deep gratitude and respect. My daughter, Nidhi, pursuing a law, has constantly excelled in her studies and has been a pillar of love and emotional support. Her cheerful and compassion have always eased our worries. She is truly our pride and joy. She understands my constraints and demanding. Thank you all. There are so many persons who have helped, guided, and supported me during my journey. If I were to, the list would never be complete. I thank each one of them from bottom of my heart. Thoughtful. Throughout my career, I have been on the vision of Bhagavad Gita. Karmanye vadikaraste mapaleshu kadachanaha ma karma phala heturbu mate. This verse teaches us that one must perform one's duty without attachment to its fruits. To me, this capture judgment writing is not an act of ego, it is an act of service. It translates as you are entitled to perform your duty, the fruits of thereof. Do not be motivated by the result of your actions, nor be attached to the inaction. Sense of judging. A judge must perform duty without attachment to the praise or fear of criticism, without concern for judgment writing is an act of service to the Constitution, to the law, and to the cause of justice. I do so not with a regret, but with a quiet satisfaction and fond memories for the privilege of service and all of you for your good always prevail. May constitutional values endure, and may this honorable court forever remain a beacon of the hope. Thank you all. Jai Karnataka.
May I seek your Lordship's kind permission for concluding the proceedings?
Yes, please.
As directed, no sitting in the afternoon session at the principal bench as well as benches at Dharwad and Kalburgi.